Yo, how's it going, everybody? My name is Runners here. Welcome to the Black Ops 3 beta. Today, I believe, is the last day of the beta, unfortunately, so this is probably going to be the only video that I do on this, but I just wanted to show you guys, I wanted to give you guys my first impressions on the beta itself, and also kind of show you what's up with some stuff. I know Total Biscuit already did a review. That actually came out earlier today, I think. Today, recording day is Sunday. This is going to be a video that's going up on Monday, in other words, today, if you're watching this on day of upload. So, no video yesterday, because I'm doing this right now, and I didn't have anything done on Saturday. So, this is going to be the third video for the week, and then I'm going to be back into the normal schedule. So, just kind of give you a little heads up on some stuff. We have the normal create a class with the pick 10 stuff. We have SMGs, assault rifles, shotguns, light LMGs, and sniper rifles as some basic stuff. So yeah, and of course usual perks and all that fun stuff. Why is that not that? I want that to be that, because yeah. Also, disclaimer: I'm not any good at fucking Call of Duty. I am no good at Call of Duty at all, so more than often I will be bottom fragging because just it's a different game. I don't really know how to play it that well compared to games like Blacklight and Counter-Strike. So, and then again, this is just the beta. What the hell is this on my screen? Get out of here. Nexon launcher. Get the fuck out of here. But anyway, so we have this new interesting thing about Black Ops 3 specifically, which is Specialists, which is kind of like in Destiny you had different classes, you had Titans, you had Blade Dancers, you had all sorts of stuff. Same kind of thing here. We have Specialists, which are different characters in and of themselves that have different abilities. So obviously I'm not going to be able to get anything up to like here, which I believe is the robot dude. I don't know to be certain, but it gives you 5 right off the, or it gives you 4 right off the bat. It gives you Battery, Prophet, Outrider, and Ruin. And of course these are all the stuff that you've probably seen in trailers and all that. But yeah, so right now I'm running with Outrider and the bow. With I'm going to be running these 5 different loadouts and just see how well I can do. And over the course of the gameplay, I'm going to just do voiceover and give you guys my first impressions on what's going on. So without further ado, let's get into the match. I'm gonna try, yeah, I'm gonna do team deathmatch. So I'll see you guys here in about 2 seconds. Alright, so gameplay time. This is where the live me cuts out and the voiceover me comes in. So yeah, by the way, none of this is scripted or anything, so anything that I say is just off the top of my head. So Black Ops 3 beta, what do I like about it, what do I don't like about it? The things that I like about it, and this is coming from having played Advanced Warfare before this, things that I didn't like about Advanced Warfare that are not in Black Ops 3. The movement system. The movement system is changed from Advanced Warfare to Black Ops 3. Previously, in Advanced Warfare, you had this weird boost system, which to me didn't really seem to work momentum-wise. Like the movement, I know Hutch said this when he put out his first impressions video. The movement in Advanced Warfare didn't carry any momentum, and just for example, you would jump up into the air, you would do your double jump up into the air and be like, hey, I'm so high up into the air, I'm gonna boost, I'm gonna fly all the way over there. You boost, you move about 3 feet, and then you come to a grinding, and it's not even a grinding halt, it's just a sudden stop back to the speed that you were going beforehand, which is dumb. The boosting carried no momentum, which made the movement system jerky, and it made it just, it was ugly. I didn't like it. To be honest, I did kind of like the side boosting on the ground to, you know, to kind of dodge back and forth a little bit, duck and weave kind of thing, and just try and throw your opponent off guard. But more often than not, I was just dying too quickly because, like I said before, I'm not any good at Call of Duty. It is not my preferred game when it comes to shooters. So, but I'll still play it. I'll still, if this one actually turns out to be good, if this one actually turns out to be good in the long run, which to me it's looking like it's kind of going to be decent. I mean, several complaints that myself and other users have had in the past are being addressed with this game, like for example, dedicated servers as opposed to host-to-host connection. And that gets a big thumbs up from me. I would much rather have dedicated servers over a standard host-to-host connection, because host-to-host connections are shaky, they're not reliable, whereas a host-to-server connection, the only time the game is going to break and everything just goes to shit is when the server crashes. But luckily that won't be happening, and then nobody will have the host advantage of having like 0 ping. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And of course, with a host to server, you actually can see your ping in numbers. I'll actually believe that they're saying that they're doing host to server. They're doing dedicated servers for this, because while I was playing, and you'll see me pull up the scoreboard every now and then, and you'll see on the very far right, you'll see ping. And you'll see a bunch of different numbers for everybody, and mine is going out the frickin' roof because people in the room over are watching Netflix and just ruining my bandwidth. But hopefully that'll change in some of the gameplay that I show you later. Again, this is the voiceover me as opposed to the live me. Now, the thing that I mentioned earlier, I want to touch on this a little bit. The specialist stuff. This kind of reminds me of Destiny. Like I said, where you had those, you had your Titan, and you had your Blade Walker, and you had a whole bunch of different classes that each had special abilities, and you would charge the abilities up, and you would activate them, and you would suddenly become this unstoppable killing force, and it was pretty ridiculous in Destiny, at least from what I saw. I never actually played Destiny, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. So, yeah, we'll go with that. So, what does the specialist mean in Black Ops 3? Basically, you get this little toy, like, for people who can't get score streaks very often, like myself. I don't ever get a score streak aside from the occasional UAV, because I die too much. I suck at Call of Duty. But I noticed that when I picked up the SMG and I started running around with that, I was doing a little better. But aside from that, it seems this is not working the way it should. Hang on. So, it was working the way it was just me being dumb. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. So, how does Black Ops 3's Specialist compare to Destiny's classes, their the Titans, and just the overpowered abilities? To be honest, the abilities aren't overpowered whatsoever. I mean, yes, a lot of the stuff is a one-hit kill, and I know Total Biscuit touched on that, saying he doesn't like that people are getting this one-hit kill stuff for free, and just, yeah. And to be honest, I can kind of agree with him, but this thing lasts for all of, I don't know, 5 seconds. And of course, yeah, it lasts for all of 5 seconds, whereas opposed to, I think, some of the special abilities in Destiny, those lasted for a good 15, 20 seconds, and you could just run around the map annihilating everyone, whereas with this, you're lucky to get halfway across the map if you don't fire a single shot without losing it. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it because it gives people who aren't actually capable of getting score streaks or actually getting consistent amounts of kills, it gives them a chance at actually doing something and actually making a small bit of difference in the game. And I kind of like it. But that's enough of that. So, of course, you probably noticed that there were 2 of each abilities on each particular character. There's the offensive, and then there's the defensive, or rather utility version of each ability, and I'm not going to go into each one in detail because it's just I don't know enough about them to actually make it worthwhile. But so yeah, the specialist stuff, I think they implemented it pretty well. It's not overpowered, and at the same time it's also not underwhelming. It's not underpowered. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. As opposed to the movement system. Let's talk about the movement system now. Instead of the double jump that was in Advanced Warfare, you now have this jetpack, which lasts for about a second, and you can take yourself up into the air, and you can grab onto ledges and all that. And you can also do a slide, which you can also do a boost slide, which uses up your meter. You'll see me do it quite a lot because I like using the boost slide. Hang on a sec. That dog is the bane of my existence sometimes. But either way, so about the movement system, that's what I was talking about. The boost slide, you'll see me do it a lot here. And to be honest, I don't really like the boost slide, at least right now, in the way that it handles, because the way that it seems is you do this slide forward, and then you come to a small stop before you resume moving, and that kind of puts me in the mind of Advanced Warfare's moveset, which I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like having this sudden burst of speed forward, only to feel like I'm about to trip. And it doesn't make any sense, and I don't like it. So yeah, the movement system, I don't know, the jetpack, I'm not really sure how much it adds. It doesn't really seem to add a lot. I mean, each area that you're supposed to use it in is very specified. Like, you know you're supposed to use your jetpack to get to this area. There's no room for creativity or anything like that in terms of wall running, and yes, that is a thing, by the way, in case you haven't seen any Black Ops 3 footage before this, in which case I'm surprised. But there is wall running, and to be honest, Total Biscuit kind of said it the best. This game is more trying to imitate Titanfall than Advanced Warfare was. And he's kind of right, with the wall running at least. The jetpack, not so much. The double jump, there is no double jump, you have a jetpack, so yeah. But the wall running, at least in Titanfall, you could get creative with your wall running and your double jumps, and you could get some really good speed built up. But in this, you start wall running, and it's like, you feel like you're about to trip almost, and it's kind of underwhelming. So maybe if they tweaked and made the wall running a bit smoother, a bit faster, and also kind of worked on maybe the boost slide a little bit. Another complaint that Total Biscuit had was not being able to use the jetpack to go on top of like buildings and whatnot, which you could do in Advanced Warfare. You could double jump pretty damn high in that game, and it kind of felt good to be on top of rooftops where people wouldn't exactly expect you. And the transfer between Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, it seems like Black Ops 3 is turning into a more horizontal game than Advanced Warfare, which was more of a vertical 3D game. Not only did you have your left and right and your back and forward, you also had your up and down that you had to deal with. But in this game, it's not the same. Like, it doesn't feel the same. It feels like a more traditional Call of Duty in terms of, like, where you can move, where you can stand, where you can be. And that was just the thing with Advanced Warfare, is you had no idea where people were going to be at any given moment. Whereas with this game, it's pretty much like everyone is head level. You can pretty much find just about anyone at head level. And it was kind of underwhelming, at least to me. Like, I don't know. I don't really like how they took out the vertical aspect, but at the same time, I like how they took out the movement system from Advanced Warfare, that jerky, sudden movement system that carried no momentum. I would much prefer this movement system to Advanced Warfare's. With like, if this movement system was in Advanced Warfare, I would pretty much have no complaints at all, and I'm fairly certain a lot of other people would as well. But that's not the way it is. I don't know. I would, if we had the same movement abilities in Advanced Warfare in terms of like map usage and all of that, I think this would be a better game. But to be honest, it's not bad. It's not bad. The hit registry actually seems to be a lot better than it was in Advanced Warfare. Melee is also not a one-hit kill anymore unless you are using a what's called a tactical knife, which you actually have to equip to your secondary slots. You have your primary weapon, you have your secondary weapon. You have to trade out your secondary weapon for this knife. Unfortunately, I don't have it right now because it's level 10 and I'm level 7, at least at the time of this voice recording. But yeah, you have to trade out your secondary weapon for a knife, which is an instant kill, and it does have that lunge, it seems, but otherwise it's a 2-hit kill and you don't lunge. And I have killed people with the melee attack before, but it's kind of dodgy. because you don't lunge. It has a certain area of effect that's in front of you that it can hit, and if they're not in that area of effect, you don't actually lunge to them and hit them like you would with the knife or anything else, really. And to be honest, I'm not sure. Not sure about that. I like melees being a one-hit kill, because if someone's in your face, if someone's in your face, I like being able to punch them and just say, hey, back off, man. You're a little too close. But unfortunately, you can't really. Melee is only really a one-hit kill if if the person is damaged a little bit, and then you kill them. But I have gotten that nose breaker medal before, where people just walk up to me and I press the button and smack them in the nose and say, back off, motherfucker. But anyways, so what are my overall thoughts on Black Ops 3? It's not bad. Comparing it to Advanced Warfare, I would call it an improvement. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Black Ops 3, not bad, but it definitely an improvement to Advanced Warfare, which I know it doesn't really surprise anyone. I was about to say it would surprise some people, but no. A lot of people would say that Black Ops 3 is better than Advanced Warfare, just flat up. So, yeah, that's gonna about do it for my first impressions on this. I'm gonna try and get more gameplay, at least right now. Right now I only have 2 rounds of deathmatch, and you'll notice I don't know if I'll put it in or not, but my ping was up there somewhere around 400 to 500 while I was playing, because people in the other room are watching Netflix and it's eating my bandwidth. So I'll see if I can get some gameplay here in a bit. The beta ended yesterday. If you're watching this video on the day that it goes up, beta ended yesterday on Xbox and PC, which is August 30th, 2015. Yeah, today was the last day that I could actually get in and record, and today was pretty much the only day that I could play, period. Yeah, so today recording wise, again, is August 30th. This video is going up on Monday. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, a like would be much appreciated. If you want to share your thoughts of the class, go ahead and feel free to do so down in the comment section down below. My name is Bernatier, and if you want to see more from me in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.